Hey y'all, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Shy in Second Life, and on this channel we check out aesthetically pleasing places in the virtual world of Second Life, and I also sporadically do lifestyle vlogs, so if you're interested in content like this, go ahead and subscribe. So y'all, I am like a little bit into the second season of Beauty in Black. I feel like I can speak on this because I just refuse to believe that there'll be any sort of drastic improvement as to where I'll have to come back and do a retraction. The acting be eating me up. Eating me up. When I tell you, every time I feel like I'm like really getting into it, this land is a smaller land, but when I tell you, it's a lot of stuff going on here. For me, when it comes to Tyler Perry, one thing that I will say about him is like with his series and his movies and stuff like that, he still very much so still writes as though he's doing plays. And for me, those are the things that really, really get me, that in not a good way, not a good way at all. So the feelings for this series, like although it is good, although there are a lot of things that I really do like and appreciate, the acting it just really, really puts me off. There is no like middle point, everything is either like really, really dramatic or really, really dry, and that's the whole thing about it. You know what, for me, I just feel like mixing in actors and actresses that I would consider to be like really good, and then mixing them in with, dare I say, mediocre actresses and actors, that is what does it for me. I understand the whole, giving everybody a fair chance and, helping people be noticed in the world of like filmmaking and stuff like that. Like I get that whole point. I absolutely get that whole thing. But when it comes to the point where it's situations where even I feel like, yeah, this is like something like very dramatic, and the actor or the actress is just very monotone with it, that's just really, it does something to me. It really does. I want to make sure I see everything on the outside before we get on the inside, y'all, because y'all know how I be with homes. And so for me, I was just like, do you want this to be believable, or are you just writing to write? A lot of scenes, I just was like, I refuse to believe that this is something that was actually written. A lot of it gives like a whole feeling of just like, this is the situation and action, like not necessarily like anything written out. There were many times where I was just like, there's no damn way you wrote that. Like there's no way you wrote it. The inconsistency in the acting, it just really gave like, we didn't write a script. Like we legit did not write a damn script, and we're winging it. And to wing a series is diabolical. It's absolutely diabolical. I don't know if he is able to get through his series and his movie so quickly because he's not writing scripts, and he's kind of letting the actors and the actresses kind of just like, go with the flow of things. That's kind of how it gave. Now there were some parts where I was just like, you know what, this was written, but I don't feel like all of it was written. And so for me, that's just like off-putting. It's like I'm still watching it, but I'm like, yeah, damn, like I feel like the parts that were just like should have only been said one time and then just kind of let it go, they are not. That's not what's happening. It's something that's like very, very consistent. And it's like, if this was a play, these things would be comical, but it's not a play, it's a series. And so the whole point of the series is to make it be as believable as possible. Now with plays, I feel like you can be a little one-off with plays because you do want to be a little bit more dramatic, because a lot of times it's like, it's live, and even if it gets like recorded, you still want to be able to invoke that type of emotion from the people that are watching you live. But with the series, it's not supposed to give live. It's supposed to get real. It's supposed to give real life. And so for me, the fact that it just is given play, that bothers me. That bothers me. And then when you get two mediocre actors and actresses in a scene, I'll be ready to fast forward. I really be ready to fast forward. It's like if it's something really dramatic happening and you're like, oh wow, this is crazy. I can't believe that this is happening to me. This is the worst thing that could ever happen. When it's really supposed to be like more emotional, like, am I an actress? No. But even I could have did better. Even I could have did better. Maybe the hell I am, and I just ain't went and tried out nowhere. Okay, that's how Gabourey Sidibe got her acting career started. She just went in and showed out for a scene. She had never acted before, and it boosted her whole entire career. And so I'm just like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like it at all. One thing I can say is, compared to a lot of, let me get out the damn chair. Okay, let me get out the chair. Compared to a lot of other movies that have black women and men in it, the hair team is always on point, in my opinion, when it comes to anything Tyler Perry. Now, that is one thing that I feel like he does understand, and that is like the dynamics of our hair and the way that we like our hair to be. And so I'm always just like pleasantly surprised when it comes to that, because he's always, just for me, the hair always looks nice, in my opinion. It's never a time where I'm just like, girl, honey, boo boo, that leave out, you could have did way better than that. It's cute in here. It's even like a very like rustic type vibe. We've looked into a house like this before, but the decorations were completely different. I believe it was around last Halloween, I want to say. So for me, it's like, okay, you know, the hair does it, you know, it does add something. I absolutely do love how he will bring back a lot of like his kind of like day one actors and actresses. I do appreciate that. It's giving very Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler type vibes, where it's like, you know who you can call on to fit these scenes and to fit these roles. And what I will say is the people that he calls back on, they're very versatile. Everybody has like a really great set of skills that I feel like they bring such great vibes to their characters. And so I love that part. But it'd be one of them things for me where baby, it had me looking at I said, is this y'all first movie? If this the first movie, just say that. But I just kind of feel like, how can y'all know how I feel about rodents? My thing is like, how can you watch the scene, and even if you're watching it for the first time, and edit and be like, you know what? Yeah, that's good enough. Good enough. Like, that's what it be giving. It be giving like, it's good enough. The people, they'll get the gist of it. And so for me, I feel like if this is your first time acting, or if you haven't been in a lot of like well-known movies, because Beauty in Black is like really big. It's really big in the spaces that I dwell in regarding social media. So I just was so excited about, let me get out this wall. I was so excited about like watching the series because everybody was like raving about it. That's what I'm saying. Like, is the storyline is good, but the way that a lot of the things are played out is, I feel like it's just lackluster. It's one of those things where it's just like, if there is a season 3, would I watch a season 3? Yes. But I will watch it understanding and knowing what I'm getting into, and like what the acting and, you know, what it's going to be like. And so it's just one of those things where I just feel like if the acting was better, it would really, really be one of those series where it's just like, dang, if this had like a bunch of seasons, I definitely could watch it. When I tell y'all, struggling, and I don't know, maybe I watch too many series that I really enjoy, where I'm just like, I've seen better acting. But you know what, there's been a lot of people that have talked about the acting, so it's not me just alone picking up on like a lot of the lackluster acting. Now, what I will say is, one thing about Tyler, he's gonna get some fine men. And so for me, the fineness of the men, it's, you know, it makes up for like the lacking in the acting. It's like, listen, be a bad actor with your shirt off. You know, for me, I'm just like, listen, just you ain't had a shirt on this whole entire time, and now the one time where you need to be serious, you got a shirt on and you acting bad. And so, all in all, do I like the series? Yes. Am I going to continue to watch it? Yes. Am I going to continue to have secondhand embarrassment on some scenes? Yes. But it is what it is. Would I watch a third season? Yes. But I just really feel like Tyler knows that his plays is what got him, really, really noticed. And I feel like he's just not willing to give up the ambiance per se that comes with plays compared to doing like actual series. And is that something that needs to be worked on? I would say yes. But if he don't work on it, are we still gonna enjoy him and watch him? Absolutely.